I'd love to know your thoughts. Is AI mastering worth it? What's up, music meeples? My name is Kendra, and today we are talking about the pros and the cons of LANDR. We are going to be talking about all of the amazing features that LANDR has, but make sure you stick around the end because there are some things here that you're going to want to know before you commit to using LANDR. Overall, LANDR is a platform that is well established in the industry. They are a music distributor who is going to help independent artists send their music out into the world to be enjoyed by everyone. However, LANDR stands apart from some of the other distributors because they are actually most known for their mastering services. Now, we like to get things down to the basics here. Mastering is that process of adding the final touches to the audio. So as an independent artist, you might be at home, you record your track, and then you want to release it. But wait, there's this whole other audio processing that should happen before you release it. You don't want to release the raw recording. That's not going to do well. It's not going to sound very good. So you need to master the track, and LANDR helps people do that. So let's go in and look at the pros of LANDR and the things that you really need to be aware of before you use it. Now, this video is actually sponsored by LANDR, and I was really excited when I proposed to them that I do this video because they were very open. They said, yes, talk about the pros, talk about the cons, because they wanted to give people an honest review of what works and why LANDR might not be a fit for them. So big shout out to LANDR for this video because they're allowing me to talk about some of the negatives of their platform so that they can address them. Pretty cool. The number one pro of LANDR is that they offer AI mastering. I have a separate video that is out that is all about what is mastering, what does that process look like, and we go in depth looking at the mastering tools that LANDR has. If you are more advanced in your music career, it's always better to hire a professional. There are people out there that have the unique talent to properly master the audio for your tracks. However, if you're just getting started, if you're independent, you're recording at home, you're maybe doing this on the side, you can do it yourself with LANDR. They use AI to help those people that don't yet have the resources to go to a professional. The two best things about their AI mastering is that it is efficient. It is super quick. You'll see in that other video, it took like maybe 5 minutes for us to take a raw track and to have a AI mastered version of it, and it was a really good transformation, and it was very efficient, very quick. Also, accessibility. As we said, not everyone has access to a professional recording studio. Not everyone has the capability of downloading and working with their own DAW on their laptop. So if you don't have the tools to do it yourself or you don't have the knowledge base, it's going to be efficient and accessible. Number two pro of LANDR is the friendly, easy interface. So they have a really nice setup here. You can see it is very clear. One of the things to be aware of is that they do like to really emphasize their mastering services. So if you're looking to just distribute a track, you do have to kind of go over to a different tab, but it's very user-friendly. You can see it's like this big circle of like, oh, upload your track here. It's very easy to use, very simple instructions to follow, especially in the distribution page, which you can see in my other LANDR tutorial. It has this really nice sidebar that just has like everything that you need. It's like step 1, step 2, step 3, and if you miss a step, it'll give you this really beautiful big red exclamation point so that you know you missed something. It's really easy to follow along. Along with this interface, there's going to be immediate feedback. So there's like that alert that it's not working, or if you are using the mastering tools, you get to listen to the track almost instantly so that you can go back and make other adjustments if the AI didn't do exactly what you wanted. Number 3 pro of LANDR is there's some really neat customization options, specifically talking about the mastering. You don't just click master and let it do its own thing. You do get to personalize the sound that you're going for, the richness or how soft or, modern you want it to sound. There are different styles that you can choose from, and then the AI mastering tool will personalize the mastering to what you want your track to sound like. You can also personalize the loudness of the track. Number 4 is affordability. Now, I don't know if you saw, but I did another video that was looking step by step, looking at the numbers of DistroKid versus LANDR, and oh my goodness. Like, if you really dig into all of the special features that are included with LANDR that you have to pay extra for on other platforms, it has the best affordability of any of the other platforms. So I do recommend you check out that video. Also, on a note of affordability, I do have a discount code in this video below. So if you have not yet signed up for LANDR and you would like to, make sure you use that link so that you can get a discount. So yes, affordability is a big plus for LANDR. And the number 5 pro of LANDR is that it's sort of an all-in-one service. As I mentioned, you can distribute your music and master your music all on the same platform. It takes a very complicated world of music business and consolidates it into one pretty easy to use platform. So overall, it is perfect for those people who are just getting started or who maybe don't have all day every day to commit to their music. If you are working another job and this is something that you are trying to build independently, this is going to be a really good platform for you as an all-in-one. Okay, this is the fun part. Let's talk about the negatives of LANDR. So again, shout out to LANDR for sponsoring this video and allowing me to talk about the cons. Number 1 con is there is a lack of personal touch. When you are using AI mastering tools, it is a computer doing the mastering for you. If you are using a studio, if you are going in, you're recording in studio, you're having a professional master it, there is an artistic connection that happens there. It's a personal touch where you can work and collaborate with the audio engineer and a really beautiful cohesive creation of the music. This is a computer. It's not going to have that personal touch. It's going to analyze it as a computer does, and it's going to improve your music, but you're not going to have that same warmth and connection with a creative person. It's going to be a computer doing the work. Number 2 is, again, having to do with AI. It is depending on computers, so sometimes there can be some errors. That's where it's really important that you are listening to the preview, and sometimes you do need to remaster the track if you don't like the sound of the first go. It can take time to get it to sound exactly right, but I think you're going to come across that process with a person as well who's doing the audio engineering. It might take a few rounds to get it to sound exactly like you want. The number 3 con is that it is very simple. Now that could be a pro as well. You just like click a button, make a few choices, and then it goes. But if you are using a full-fledged DAW to edit the music, you have all the different plugins that you can customize, all of those details, that is gonna be a much more in control process. So if you are the type of musician who really likes to kind of micromanage and have your hands in every little piece of the music and how it sounds, this isn't going to be for you. Their AI mastering tool is not going to be exactly what you want. But I will say they do have a new feature where they actually have their own plugin. So when you go to mastering, you can either do it online with theirs, which is a very simple, just like click a few buttons and it goes. But if you are the artist who wants to really work with the track on your own, they do now have a LANDR plugin so that you can download it into your own digital audio workstation, and you can use the benefits of the tools of LANDR, but you can have a bit more control. The number 4 con of LANDR is it is a subscription model. So you're gonna have those reoccurring monthly fees. Now, we did do this other video that goes into those fees, and it's way cheaper than a lot of other options, but there will still be cost with it. And the number 5 con, which everyone could say is pretty obvious, but it's AI. I mean, it's not an artist, it is a computer. So this is a really big discussion in the audio industry. Yes, we want to honor and employ those people that have the skills to make quality music. However, accessibility and AI tools now make it possible for all of us regular people who can't afford a professional master company. We have a chance now to make high quality music. So the biggest con is that it is a hot topic. is it okay to use AI mastering? Now, obviously, as beginners, I say it is an amazing tool. It is perfect for learning the basics. I want to know what you think. When it comes down to it, the accessibility and ease of the program is so wonderful, and that's why I have partnered with LANDR to make this video, because I think you will find as well as a beginning artist that it is really worth all of the drawbacks for what you are getting. Now, of course, as you advance in your music career, if you are able to learn more about the mastering process, work with professionals, and have a more cohesive bond with those other creators, that's going to be the top tier. But until you're ready for that point, LANDR's there for you to make things really easy. So I'd love to know your thoughts. Is AI mastering worth it?